Right, so this is part 1 of the 100 Days in the Walking Dead series I'm doing. So this will be the first couple of days, so yeah, enjoy. We all know if you're playing through Saints and Sinners, you at least need to kill the tutorial guy, right? I'm not going insane, you are. So if you don't kill the tutorial guy, you're just insane. So yeah, I killed the tutorial guy before I started the game, because I felt
Well, I'll be damned. The tourist in the flesh. Oh, stories about you been buzzing all over the bayou. Word has even reached Nola. Yeah. But if the city's where you're headed, well, I suspect your story is just beginning. Here's a friendly warning. One lone soul to another. The dead ain't the only thing to be fearing in the Big Easy. There is a war brewing. The tower on one side, looming on the horizon, high and mighty, spouting their all-for-one ideals, and shunning any folks who don't be towing the line.
So basically, the tower hates the reclaimed, and the reclaimed hate the tower, and they're both at war. So there's a war going on in New Orleans, and they're just killing the tower for no reason. And that's basically it. So yeah, so far.
Making everyone's skin crawl with their horror show tactics. And the powder keg that's gonna make the whole city blow? The reserve. I can tell by the spark that jumped up in your eyes that you've heard the legend. Disaster relief supplies. And when the flood to end all floods hit in an old military bunker. Never distributed to the people because the government didn't know its ass from a hole in the ground. And before they could figure it out, the dead started walking. Oh, all that grub, all those meds, military-grade weapons and ammo to boot, untouched, hidden.
And guess who's close to unearthing the mother lode? That's right, you're looking at him. But this broken body, it's seen better days, and I need to get after it real quick before the fools get wise. So, if you find yourself itching to step out of the bayou and help out an old man, well, you can find me in the cemetery where I'm holed up. There would be a 50-50 split in the future. I ain't greedy. I ain't no fool.
So there was just too many minigames, kids asking me, do you want to play minigames? And I obviously killed them all. No, I'm kidding, they literally pulled me under the ocean. Literally pulled me under the ocean. And now I'm at the graveyard.
A patrol had a scrape with a couple of reclaimed.
Fool. Such a damn fool. Oh, no more. Please. I can't. I take no more.
So I done what everybody else would have done. I put Aunt Ray out of his misery and buried him. No, just kidding. I left him to die. Yep. I left him to die. So this is basically your home base, and it is like the bus in the graveyard. There is some zombies, but only if you wander it too far in the graveyard. So it's still safe, yeah. Alright, so it's day 2, and basically this woman wants me to go to the Blue Mansion, kill her husband, and she'll give me a safe code to the mansion. So I done that, and I went back, got the safe code, and got the radio part. So yeah, and then I went back to the bus. Alright, I fixed up the radio, and this guy starts talking to me, saying, like, how did you get here? What's your name? How did you know this radio station? And then there was a big noise and crows started going everywhere. So yeah, I need to go investigate it. So when I got the key, I went back to the graveyard and I opened the door, and there was a picture inside the coffin with a letter. And this person knows that Aunt Ray's dead. And yeah, I'm gonna go to this new place that is said on the map. So there was just too many tower here, so I killed some that were guarding the cache, and then I just ran for the cache and got the hell out of there. So the guy from the other day starts talking to me, saying he needs help getting a pump flow regulator, and if I get it for him, he'll tell me everything about the reserve. So yeah, that's where I went to go. So it turns out there's a little fight going on between the reclaimed, a little group of the reclaimed and a little group of the tower, and if I get his brother, then he'll give me the pump flow regulator. But his brother killed this guy's daughter, so yeah, this is what I've done.
He deserves to die, and I will gladly do it.
I am sorry. Please.
What's with the hesitation? Quit thinking.
I tried to make things right. I tried.
If you enjoy living...
I admit it. I followed orders. That's what I'm guilty of, please. It wasn't my decision. If I didn't do it, someone else would have.
So I got the pump flow regulator, and now I'm gonna head back to Casey and get it working and plug it in and stuff, and he's gonna tell me about the reserve. Alright, so stay 5, and I'm going to see what's in the coffin and stuff, you know? So this person that keeps sending me the notes in the coffin wants me to go get another cache for her in a new place, and it was heavily guarded, and that's where I'm going.
You've got yourself a...
Take this drawing. There's some intel at the location in the drawing. Leave it for me at the...
What's with the drawing?
My daughter, Ambra, she's watching right now. Or maybe she... Wise to be wandering around.
for the next couple of days. I think the file got lost, and I went onto my VR to check if it was there, and it's not there, so yeah, sorry.
Lower the weapon!
So May wants to meet up in the churchyard again. So yeah, that's where I went.
Enlightening to say the least. Georgia is planning on a mass exile in the very near future. Many lives are going to be at risk. I have a few things to discuss with you. I know we were going to try to avoid the face-to-face, but the plan I'm formulating warrants it. I'd appreciate your ear. Meet me in the same spot as the first time, churchyard. Thanks for all you're doing. May.
Hell, tourist. I would classify that as fucking outstanding news. No, look, I don't want to jinx it, but... No, you know what? I'm gonna keep my mouth shut. Best not to risk the jinx. Let's just forge ahead. One step at a time. Okay, so, the part to repair the final pump.
Casey wants me to go to this complex that's guarded, and it supposedly has the last generator to get to the reserve, so yeah, that's where I'm going.
For months. There's an outpost called Bastion, set up in a heavily...
Now, for some reason in Bastion, it was super quiet, but I heard, like, noises coming from the bushes, and there was blood dripping from the ceiling, so yeah.
You made it. I didn't doubt that you would, of course, but my patience was beginning to be tested. Let's start with a formal introduction. You are the tourist, and I am Jean-Baptiste. It was stifle lock now.
So JB gave me this list of all the stuff that's in the reserve. There's a lot of stuff in this reserve, but I just realized he's the guy that killed Henri, so I'm gonna get revenge.
Set us all free. Give this still glorious city the jumpstart it needs to refocus on something much grander than mere survival. Grant us hope, tourist, and...
We finally meet, tourist. After all the hype, you're not exactly what I expected. I'm Georgia. Maybe you've heard of me, maybe not. I could give two shits. What does concern me is the man inside the building you just stepped out of. We tracked him here. Heard the commotion upstairs. Did you kill that fool?
So this person's asking if I killed JB, and if I did, she'll stay out of my way and tell tower guards not to shoot me when the reserve goes down. Yeah, so I left.
Much better place without that loudmouth JB blathering over the airwaves. Thanks for taking them out, tourist.
Thanks for taking them out,
for a stroll.
tourist.
That's the tourist?
Don't think...
Tourist.
So May's literally saying goodbye. So, and she gave me the reserve key to get to the reserve, and that's it for me. She's gone.
Doom City. Like I said, you will be an asset to the Exodus, but you need to follow whatever story resides in your head. Just know that you are a part of my and Umbra's story, along with the stories of a couple dozen folks who might have been dead by the end of the week if it wasn't for your efforts.
I'm back, Casey. Ready to repair the pump. You still alive?
We have to get...
I'm ready.
Okay, so we're in the end game now. Casey wants me to put in the last pump, and I'm going to go to the reserve and get all of this stuff.
Okay, here goes. Fingers crossed. Oh, yes! It's working! What a fucking relief! I can hear the pumps firing up overhead.
Oh, shit.
Wait, what? What's the problem? Something going on out there?
Yeah. A building lit up in the distance. Looks like the church. Floodlights popped on or something. The whole city's gonna know where the reserve is now.
Both sides are gonna descend on this place like flies on shit.
Sadly, May's daughter didn't make it, but I heard noises coming from the shed, and I'm like, what's that? And it's somebody that got Umbra killed, so
here?
I killed her, and
Are you the one
I had
that
to kill
killed May's
Umbra,
daughter?
so that's sad.
No, but it was our fault.
Fuck you.
It's wise to be wandering around.
There's a whole literal war going on. Reclaim throwing bombs, towers getting defeated, bodies flying everywhere, Tower and Reclaimed fighting each other. It was crazy.
I see you.
Towers everywhere!
Tourist, are you there? Tourist, come in. Time is short. Come on, tourist, come on.
I'm here, Casey. At the controls.
Oh, thank God. Okay, activating the... I need you to redirect... I know, I promise. We have to let them go.
We had a deal, Casey. I help you and the reserve supplies are mine. This feels like a bait and switch.
Yeah, I could see how you might feel that way, but complications arise, okay? This was a possible scenario, yes, but odds were against it. But here we are. We have to adapt. And besides, this is my life we're talking about here, tourist. I mean, supplies are just supplies. You tourist! Oh, for a second I thought...
perimeter! Flush out any reclaimed stragglers!
The door unlocked!
No
I'll head up and meet you in the church! Fresh fucking air!
All the attention.
heard me, and I really ring the bell. Every walker in a 5-mile radius will descend upon this place and tear everyone apart.
You don't want to do that! Just because we're safe in here doesn't mean you can ring that bell and kill all those people. That you, tourist? Oh, thank God. Look, you have to talk some sense into her. If she rings that bell...
Didn't you hear them out there? Needlessly slaughtering each other when they should be unified. They have always been stupid and cruel, even before the world went to shit. Their fucked up philosophies, their petty treachery, even the innocent, their pathetic desperation. They all twisted my priorities, blinded me to the truth. I should have been looking after me and mine all along. I allowed them to take her away from me. They are the reason my daughter is dead.
May, you shouldn't do this. It won't bring Umbra back, and you're not a murderer.
Tourist! She's lost it. Listen to her. We can't let her ring that bell. One of us has to kill her. Please, don't force me to do it.
I'm glad you're here, tourist. To bear witness. The slate needs to be wiped clean.
We are out of time!